Happy New Year! Not exactly. Hey everybody, I'm C. Andrew Nelson, founder of Aquatasy. I hope you're having a good New Year so far. Me, not so much. We've had some technical problems since the year started, including losing power to half the house, the internet connection grinding to a halt, the furnace conking out, and the roof leaking. Fun, huh? The electrical main had to be replaced along with the weatherhead, and the house had to be grounded. That's right, our house that was built in 1957 was never grounded. Yikes! It wasn't a requirement in the 1950s, apparently. I called my dad, who's a retired electrician, and told him about it, and he said, "Good gosh, it's a wonder your house never burned to the ground." Gee, thanks Dad, you're a real comfort. The electrician also ran new wiring from the main to the sub-panel, so at least the house is safe now. Later on, we'll have the rest of the house rewired. Oh, and mind you, while the electrician was doing his thing, we had another crew from an insulation company installing floor insulation in the house because apparently it never had any. No wonder it was always so cold in our home. Speaking of it being cold in the house, no sooner had we had the electrician come in and fix everything with the wiring, our furnace conked out, and we had to have a repairman come out and fix that. So he ripped out whatever parts weren't working and took them with him so he could match them and make sure he got the right parts for it. And then when he brought them back and fixed the furnace, he found that the roof had been leaking right into the furnace. So we had to get a roofing company out to fix that. We were already planning to have the roof redone, but this made it a priority. And the internet? Well, the internet stopped working because it's the internet. Yes, it's lots of expensive repair work, but you have to look on the bright side of these things. When we lost electricity to half the house, we still had power to all the bedrooms, the bathrooms, most of the kitchen, the furnace, and all the fish tanks. The electrician was able to come out immediately and fix the problem for a reasonable price. The insulation company had come before the furnace broke, so we were warmer than we would have been without insulation and no heat. The roofer was also able to come out immediately and patch up the roof and fix all the leaks. The internet is working again, because otherwise you wouldn't even be seeing this right now. And it's a good thing I hadn't yet set up the Aqueon LED 16 widescreen aquarium out here in the home office, which is formerly the detached garage, because it would have been without power and it would have been freezing cold out here. See, you always have to look for the blessings even in the bad situations. Of course, all of this has delayed the first Aquatasy videos of the new year, and I'm sorry about that, but we are back in action. Let me tell you what's coming up. First off, I'll be aquascaping this Aqueon LED 16 widescreen aquarium. I've got all the wood and the rocks for the hardscape. I know exactly which plants and fish I want for this tank. And if you've been following Aquatasy on Facebook or Twitter, you've already had a little preview of what's going in here. But let me give you a couple of clues. This is a rock that I pulled out of Lake Tahoe when my family and I were vacationing there for the holidays. I like the look, I like the color of it, especially when it's wet, and that inspired me for the rest of the hardscape. Of course, I'm gonna clean this up really good, but you get the general idea. For the wood in this scape, I'm going to be using spider wood. I like the look of it, it fits the idea that I have for this tank, and I like the scale that it gives me for a tank this size. I think it's going to be just perfect for it. And here's one of the plants that's going to go into this tank. This is Cypress hilferi. I chose this not just because I like the look of it, but because of its place of origin. That right there should give you a clue. And the last clue I'm giving you, that's all I'm going to say. I'll probably break this up into 3 videos. One regarding the hardscape, one regarding the planting, and one regarding the fish selection. And in each video, I'll explain my choices and the reasoning behind them. Should be fun. Also coming up is a brand new little series entitled Aquatasy's Question of the Week. Each Sunday, I'll pose an interesting question to you, somehow related to this hobby, and ask you guys to leave your answers in the comments below. Audience participation time! Of course, I'll give my own answer to the question each week as well. This is in addition to the regular Thursday Aquatasy videos. The idea here is to foster dialogue and communication between everybody here in the fish tank community on YouTube. Because, you know, we all get better at what we love. We all get better at this hobby by sharing what we know, sharing our opinions, sharing our advice with each other. So I encourage you all to join in. By the way, while we're on the topic of joining in and joining the crowd, I'm finally taking my daughter's advice and embracing the jump cut. I know it's the norm here on YouTube and everybody does it, but coming from a background in acting, you don't have the luxury of jump cut editing. You have to get everything right in one single take. And sometimes it takes me forever to get everything right because I don't always have a lot of rehearsal time for these videos. I shoot way more footage than you guys ever see. Some of it I put into a blooper reel a little while ago. Click on the link and you can see that blooper reel. And if you'd like to see more of that kind of thing, more mistakes and more gaffes and more bloopers from me, then let me know and maybe I'll put together another blooper reel. Son of the Aquatasy blooper reel. But I digress. The point is that using jump cuts is going to speed up the process of getting these videos out to you on a regular basis. And that's what I want to do. I want to make sure you guys have content on a regular, consistent basis. Another bit of news for you is that the Aquatasy channel is very close to reaching 1,500 subscribers. And when we reach that mark, we're having another contest. And this is going to be a fun contest, and it's going to be a really simple, easy contest to enter. So, if you want that to happen, subscribe! And get everybody else you know to subscribe. Everybody and their mama to subscribe. Everybody and their mama's dog and their mama's dog's best friends, uncles, neighbors, fish. Everybody, subscribe. We'll get to that 1,500 subscriber mark and we'll have a contest. One final thing. In all sincerity, all the jokes and silliness aside, I just want to thank everybody. I honestly want to thank you. I don't really have the words enough to thank you guys for all the support that you show this channel with all your comments and your subscriptions and your feedback and your thumbs up and even the thumbs down. All of that is important to me. I do all this for you guys. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of fun doing this, but it's a lot of work too. So I'm really grateful that you guys support this channel the way that you do. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. If you like what you're seeing on this channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. If you want even more great Aquatasy content, then head on over to the Aquatasy Patreon page. It's a great way to support this channel and you get all kinds of cool exclusive stuff over there. You can find it at patreon.com/Aquatasy. If you want to find out more about me as an artist and performer, you can go to my other channel, which is C. Andrew Nelson, or you can go to candrewnelson.com. Or if you want to learn something about the business of visual effects and animation, which is what I do when I'm not acting and performing or doing water changes on fish tanks, you can go to my other channel, which is Teaching Spot, or you can go to teachingspot.com. Thank you again. Thank you so much for your patience as we've been dealing with all these electrical issues and leaky roofs and whatnot. New videos on Thursdays, and don't forget, starting on Sundays, the Aquatasy Question of the Week. And until next time, blessings to you.
We weren't even in this video.
Yeah, I know. What a ripoff.